Hello, what's up? It's time for BTS from Nobodies to Legends, the 2019 version. I think there's one in the middle that I missed. I've definitely reacted to the first one, Nobodies to Legends. And I think for something like this, what is typical is like trying to say I told you so if I see something I already saw. And in case there's like any tear-jerking moments, let's not, like get all blurry-eyed on camera, because it's just like, it's not that I'm self-conscious about that, it's that, what am I gonna do after that? Like, I can't do anything else. I'm just like, decimated by BTS. With the feels. Alright, BTS, Nobodies to Legends 2019. Everything's working, everything's up, we're all good, let's go. You know we're going back to that shot. Hold up. See, sometimes people make fun when I'm like, they look so different back then. But they do look so different. Some people don't look tremendously different. J-Hope, Jimin, RM. Those are the go-to, like, oh yeah. Jin, okay, alright. Jin looked like you've been working out. And then Jungkook in the back. Alright, I see y'all, I see you, I see what's up. Why do I have Arabic subtitles on?
오늘로 16일이니까 5일째인데요. 완전 생초짜진입니다. 무슨 거예요? 네, 감독님들이 정말 저희들의 이름을 모르시거든요. 신인이다 보니 이 이름표가 없이도 저의 이름을 정말 아셔서 저의 얼굴만 보고도 누구신지 아실 수 있게 정말 그날까지 꼭 입어보도록 하겠습니다. 정말 산넘어 산이라는 말이 딱 맞는 게 정말 데뷔하면 모든 게 다 잘 되고 뭔가 괜찮을 것 같았는데 정말 또 더 큰 세상을 보니까 더 큰 고민을 하게 되고
Oh, I think I remember seeing this thing.
What? Just at the front door.
Okay, you know what? I want to sound off here for a second, and if you don't know me, this might sound ridiculous. I have had I'm a guitarist by trade. I guess now I'm a wannabe YouTuber or something. But I have played professional gigs for guitar for like 20 years, like a long time. And just like they get made fun of for wearing makeup, anytime I push boundaries like that, I get something like that back. And of course, I get pushed back for doing this, which is like this is like probably my favorite thing to actually do. Because the reason why I say like probably is playing music is amazing. And probably playing music, it's weird. It's weird because with music, like there's an instrument in between you and the audience. So it's like, it's a different thing. Dude, people are hateful. And I remember that video. That video was judging the rappers of BTS for wearing makeup. And like rappers don't wear makeup. Of course, any rapper that goes on a TV show wears makeup. Any rapper that does a music video wears makeup, but then they want to like try to throw shade because of that. It's despicable.
한우가 끝나기도 전에 비난이 몰려온다. 열심히 하는 것만으로는 아무것도 이룰 수 없을 것 같았다. 열정, 노력은 아무 힘이 없는 것 같았다.
Oh. Okay, I will say something just from like a linguistic point of view. I like hearing all these people say the name BTS and hearing how they really put a little space between each syllable. Bangtan Sonyeodan. I was like, Bangtan Sonyeodan? But I guess you need a little less space between the syllables. Bangtan Sonyeodan. Bangtan Sonyeodan. Right? Correct? Correct? I'm trying to get that from Knowing Brothers. Isn't they say correct? For right? Jamal? Wait.
20-1 made some really regrettable remarks about BTS. When I first heard something Korean had exploded in America, I got worried. Yikes.
I don't know. I think they look very nice. Oh! That is not what you were saying during the break!
How did this become a thing in Western culture where all these grown men and little girls are off to little K-pop boys?
Listen, the guys were snubbed. They've broken all these records. They've had an epic year.
Okay, actually, man, I'm gonna address like a whole bunch of stuff. Well, I think so. Like, apparently so far, I'm just gonna speak on shit that I didn't intend to. And these ideas were not formulated with me. I would recommend you to check out some business thought leaders like Seth Godin. People say they want better and they say they want different, but they actually don't. What they actually want is they want pretty much what they've got. They want what they currently have, but a little bit better. And so when you bring them something that's outside the norm, they don't want it. You can think of the beginning of things like Facebook. People are like, why would I go on there? Uber, why would I want to ride with a stranger? K-pop, who are these dudes from overseas? I don't understand what they're saying, right? The iPhone, I don't need a phone that does all that. In the beginning, all these giant things, everyone's like, who needs this? Who wants it? And then eventually, if enough people keep using it and you have enough people in your group, your friends, parents, nieces, nephews, colleagues, right? The people you know, then it becomes normal. So right now, all these people, let's be honest, probably 2 years ago, I probably would have been alongside them. Like, why do we need this? There's enough music. But it's like, no, you're just not used to listening to it and appreciating it. And once you get used to it, now you're like, oh my God. It's like a food that you don't eat. Like if you've never had, Mexican food, you're like, why do I need salsa or burritos or tacos or chimichangas? I don't know if chimichangas are real. But anyways, you know what I mean?
They should be in all the major categories. I don't like the fact that they've separated them.
Sorry to interrupt you, Denny, but that's it's crazy because they constantly outsell American counterparts. Yeah. They outperform them, but they're still not acknowledged in the way they should be.
They're really trying to maintain their identity, and there is a barrier there when it comes to the Korean language. Like, obviously, there's going to be some North American audiences that aren't going to have that on location, and it's still an issue with radio. That's the big thing. Like,
our fans, I think they're like more enthusiastic than anyone.
Can you describe that enthusiasm?
They brought a boy band from Korea to Grammys.
My next guest can only be described as an international music phenomenon. They have made Time Magazine's most influential list. They're the first Korean act to reach #1 on the Billboard.
That's what I need to have a picture of. And see, right now, I'm not going to remember that. Like, how could you forget? BTS Time Magazine. I kind of want that. I want that, like, framed. My wall sucks. I could use something like that.
Charts, and they just became the first group since the Beatles to earn 3 #1 albums in less than a year.
I remember that. My video got pulled. Thanks, YouTube.
I'm
again, the 7-member boy band has broken the record for the best-selling album here in Korea. Now, this album released this April has sold 3.4 million copies as of May.
BTS had the #1 best-selling physical album in the United States in the first half of this year.
Becoming the first Korean artist to win 2 trophies at the Billboard Music Awards in Las Vegas on Wednesday. The awards were Top Social Artist and Top Duo Group.
BTS has been named the Group of the Year on Variety's Hitmakers list.
BTS performed at the U.S.'s most watched New Year's concert, New Year's Rockin' Eve.
Their upcoming U.S. tour is one of the hottest tickets on Earth. Even more remarkable, considering most of their songs are not in English.
The headlining
Aren't like 99% of them... What songs are all in English? There's a couple, right? Wait, is there? What the hell are the songs that are all in English? I fail. I don't know. What songs are all in English?
2 sold-out nights at Wembley Stadium, performing for 60,000 screaming fans.
다를 게 없이 큰 공연을 하는 것 자체가 우리가 여기서도 이렇게 공연을 크게 해요? 라고 다시 한번 되물어보니까 그냥 우리가 이 생각했구나.
What's up, Tay?
한국에서 2,000명 왔어요. 22대에서 23대 정도 친구를 하게 되고 그냥 어떻게 보면 기적 같은 수치 아닐까.
An economic analysis showed that BTS's last concert in Seoul created nearly as much economic gains as the Pyeongchang Winter Olympics in early 2018.
It is estimated that...
I will say, let me go back to Suga. Suga being on camera for a second. I say this a lot. Well, I say something like this a lot, but I'm just going to say it again. Is that... I'm trying to like fact check in my head, my research team. But Suga might be one... Not might be. He is one of the. I'm trying. I don't know the words to say it, but their off-stage personality to on-stage personality. Like he just goes from to what the. He's just like that dude.
100,000 foreigners came to Korea during that time. That number includes 23,000 foreign fans who came solely to see the concerts and their companions.
24% of ARMY were male, while a clear majority, 76%, were female. 24% were 10 to 19-year-olds, 26% were 20-year-olds, 19% were 30-year-olds, and hold on, this doesn't seem right. 27% were 40 to 49 years old.
Hi, I'm Sam and I'm 34.
Hi, I'm Cheryl. I'm just over 50.
I'm 56.
I'm 64.
I'm 33.
I'm 36 years old.
Almost 48 years
What is
old.
this video? I like
I'm
that.
44 years old. I have 2 children.
BTS, telling everyone to love themselves, to be who you are. Right. And, having a group of, musicians that...
You know what I can tell you? The last time shit was like this was back when Nirvana broke, which I was a young kid. I was very young when that happened, so it took about a year or two for it to hit. And I will tell you, now they're very different vibes. They're very different vibes. Obviously, Nirvana versus BTS, very different. But they both said things that no one was saying. And they managed, and here's the huge part, because here's what actually matters. It does matter that you sell albums. It does matter that you pack a world tour. That shit matters because the people in charge, the higher ups, the old people, the 16, 17-year-olds that run everything, if you don't move units or you don't sell, they're not going to take hold. And BTS says things that people haven't been saying, at least not for a long time. And so you're like, oh, why do 35-year-olds and 45-year-olds care about BTS? It's because you recognize that they're saying something you haven't heard in a long time, or maybe ever. And that's why an 80-year-old can be like, oh my God, I love this, because I don't know, when was 80 years ago? Look at my watch, it'll tell me. But like in 1955, dude, there was no song being like "Love Yourself."
Like really talented people talking about like better yourself, love yourself, and become something good in life. It's actually good.
I love the band for their message. They're giving people who are misunderstood the belief that what they're doing is right, and I think that's very important. You should love yourself.
For a group that is such larger than life, that it can be so easy to like dehumanize them, they really do a good job of keeping themselves like really like just natural and humble.
I've never seen a whole concert. It's astonishing. I don't know how they do it. They are amazing performers.
And we load up and we had a blast. We got out of our seats, we got right down in the pit and broke a sweat dancing.
As a group, BTS has previously teamed up with UNICEF and spoken in front of the UN about the importance of self-love for global youth.
We have learned to love ourselves. So now I urge you to speak yourself.
방탄이라는 게 이제 총알을 막아야 된다는 의미잖아요. 총알처럼 쏟아지는 편견과 억압에서 이제 당당히 저희 세대의 생각과 가치를 지켜내겠다는 심오한 뜻이 담겨 있어요. 아, 좋다.
I'm finding how to love myself. I didn't know anything about love myself, but you guys taught me through your eyes, through your love, through your tweets, through your letters, through everything. You guys taught me and inspired me how to love myself. And loving myself is my whole life goal until my death. And what is loving myself? What is loving yourself? I don't know. Who can define their own method and the way of loving myself? It's our mission to define our way to love ourselves. It's never intended, but it feels like I'm using you guys to love myself. So I want to say one thing. Please use me. Please use BTS to love yourselves. Because you guys taught me how to love myself every day. Thank you so much. We love you guys. Turn it on.
That's a good shot. That's really good. Hey. Man, it's exactly what I hoped it would be, and I'm glad, not that you should run from it, but I'm glad that I didn't break into tears. If I had not heard that snippet from J-Hope earlier, it probably would have caught me right around the face. Yeah, typically when I talk at the end of things, I talk because I have something to say or I want to get my thoughts out there. I think we're kind of all on the same level on this one. I don't think there's anything I need to say other than thank you. On to bigger and better things.